Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. My name is Greg, and today I wanted to talk about the ritual of mantra and how important this is in spiritual practices if you choose to follow it. Yeah, mantras are really, I think they go back about 3,000 years in India, in the Vedic religions, in the Sanskrit language. They're Well, if you don't know what a mantra is, it's a series of words that are designed to empower you on a spiritual level, keep you focused on overcoming psychological problems, which in turn takes you to higher levels of spirituality. And yeah, they're sometimes they're based on the amount of words that are in the mantra and syllables. Like in the astrological chart, you might make a mantra that's 10 words, and that's going to empower your 10th house. Might be something there that you really want to focus on. And the number of syllables might be 6 syllables, or who knows how many. That's going to empower your 6th house. For the most part, there's a lot of them that are 12 syllables that empower all 12 houses of the chart. And those are the kind that I give out to people. And yeah, they are either chanted out loud or in a talkative kind of a way, or they're done like in a musical type of a way. We put a melody to them. And the most powerful way though that I've done them is in a silent type of a way, where you're just closing your eyes, you're taking a deep breath, and you're slowly breathing out through the mouth and the nose at the same time. And while you're doing that, you're reciting the mantra in your mind. And this is a really powerful way, and this immediately takes you into an altered state of consciousness. I mean, after doing it repetitively for a long time now, it takes me into an altered state right away. I mean, after the third or fourth time reciting the mantra, I could already feel myself just expanding. My energy starts going into an altered state right away. It's like it's a floaty feeling, like some kind of a wave of energy is overcoming me, taking me over. And wow, it's a powerful experience. Yeah, the mantras I give, I recommend getting a mala. This is right here is a mala right here. I'm sure you all know what these are. A lot of you probably know what these are, malas. They're 108 beads. 108 beads. There's a lot of meanings for the why there's 108 beads. One of the meanings that I really like the most is the diameter of the sun. If you take that 108 times, it's the distance from the sun to the earth. And the diameter of the moon, 108 times is how far it is away from the earth. So that's really on a big, expansive, universal type of a level. That 108 number really is a meaningful, empowering type of a number. And they say there's 108 healing points, energy points in the body, in Indian sciences. So when you're reciting these mantras, we do 108 times, and usually it's a 40-day ritual. You do them for 40 days, and you always this center bead right here, you don't count it, but you always start in front of that center bead. Usually I hold it with the middle finger and the thumb. Then you recite your first line. Then you move it over and you go to the next one. To the next bead, you recite the mantra. Do it again. Every time whatever bead you're holding, you're empowering that bead with the mantra. You go all the way around 108 times. You're empowering this whole necklace with that mantra, and whatever planet and or deity it's connected to, whatever your intention is. You could even create your own personal mantras. And you always want to wear this center bead right behind your neck. This is what empowers you, connects your mind with your body, and you feel that good empowering connection inside of you. This is a super powerful thing to do. This reciting mantras. I've been doing them now for about 6 months now, and man, it's really helped me on a psychological level. It's helped me to tap into a lot of memories, a lot of blockages within my body. I mean, just recently I tapped into one. I must have been about 3 or 4 years old. This is an old memory. I was having some issues with the feminine. Uh, a lot of blockages with seeing women for who they really are and not having this negative view of what you pick up on society, what you see in the world, what you see on television and movies. All that stuff should just be entertainment. But we're raised in this society that really demeans women, really doesn't acknowledge that the feminine energy is the main creative energy, the main creative force that controls this universe, that rules this universe. It's the most powerful, and men and women have feminine energy in them. The creative energy is feminine. As a musician, this is what I tap into when I'm writing songs, when I'm playing songs. That feminine vibe, it's the most empowering. But yeah, I tapped into this memories of basically when I was told the Adam and Eve story. I come from a Catholic Christian type of a background. Yeah, when I was told that story, I must have been about 3 or 4 years old. I was out doing yard work, and I was asking why I had to do yard work, and I was told the whole story of the Adam and Eve being in the garden and being cast out of the garden and being put onto the planet Earth. I don't remember the exact story, but yeah, they were put onto planet Earth, and because of that, God seed all human beings as sinners, and He cast them out and sent them onto Earth, and they're meant to be on Earth to work, to be slaves, which is basically a lot of what's going on in this world. You feel like a slave working in work environments around the world. There's all these reptilian conspiracies, all that kind of stuff. Whatever, it's all good, it's all true, but you don't want to be caught up in this state of fear that's promoted out there. If you do have any type of fears in you, or you relate to that type of stuff, it's because there's some kind of frequency match inside of yourself that you can relate to with that world out there. And mantras really help you tap into these psychological things, help you to relive these memories. I mean, I was reliving that memory, and as I was reliving that memory, this is after I did the mantra and I was in meditation, I was feeling that energy of that memory, mainly in the heart area, and I was feeling it really closed me up. Being a child, your perception of the world is so open. Your mind, all those energy centers, everything is just open. Being told this story and being talked down to as I was being told this story, I remember feeling that it really shaped my perception of the world. It really closed me down, put those blinders on me. It totally shaped the way I perceived the world and closed off all of these doors of perception within the mind. And going back and really experiencing that memory helped to free up some energy in my body, physically and in the aura too. It really opened up more of those energy centers where I guess someone who can see, this energy gets lightened up in the body. And it really helps you to think, perceive the world and the universe as it really is, which is a holographic type of a universe. Everything out there is a reflection of myself. If I'm around people who are, say, really angry, even just at a market, seeing people that are really agitated or angry and frustrated, and I'm getting really pissed off at them, it's because there's something in me that can relate to who they are. And it's something that I need to look at inside myself and find out, why am I getting pissed off at this person? Why am I getting so bothered by them? A lot of people get into all that gossip. You hear people just constantly talking about other people. And this is what's going on. They can relate to who those other people are. It takes a lot of strength and a lot of discipline, a lot of patience to really look inside yourself and overcome these things. I think it's a lifelong thing. mean, I don't think it's ever going to stop with me, you know. But I've come a long way from who I was 20 years ago. And mantra is one of the ways that helps me to get over this, helps me to heal myself on a spiritual level. Yeah, even the mantra of Om, that's a powerful one right there to connect you. I'm an apprentice of the Thunder Wizard. He's online on YouTube a lot, and he talks about the sound Om. It should be pronounced Ong, O-N-G. And when you pronounce it like that, the tip of your tongue goes to the top of your mouth when you do that NG sound, that Ong. And when you touch the top of your mouth like that, you're connecting the centers of the pineal gland and the pituitary gland, that third eye area. You're aligning those centers with the rest of your body, and yeah, you feel it a lot more if you chant Om by going Ong. It's a lot more powerful. It's a lot more bringing in a lot more energy. And let's see, what else am I wanted to say? What else? Yeah, when I was having that memory too, I remember thinking of Venus, which is a planet of people getting along. It's a feminine. It's known as a feminine planet. You know, how they say women are Venus, men are Mars. It's a feminine planet. I remember meditating on this planet, and I had a vision of myself entering a mountain, an opening in a mountain. And as I was entering inside of this corridor, there was this opening. On the left of me was a woman, and she was doing some kind of a sexual, whatever, seductive type of a dance, and it caught my attention on the peripheral vision of my left eye. So as I turned to look at her, she all of a sudden turned into a really monstrous looking kind of a figure. Her eyes got really bright, and the eyebrows went down, look of anger, and her teeth got all sharp. Her skin got really grainy and dark, like a crocodile, like a reptilian. It was a reptilian. Yeah, and it kind of really, kind of shocked me. Like, whoa. And because of that shock, it kind of got me out of that trance. So she kind of just melted away. And yeah, I talked to my teacher about that, telling me I had issues with having issues with women. So in my meditations, in my ritual, you can set intentions with your ritual, your 40-day rituals. Like the intention I was intending was, please help me to heal my relationship to the feminine, see the feminine for what it really is. And after this ritual, during that meditation is when I had this vision of Venus. And damn, what was I going to say about it? Yeah, he was telling me that I had issues with that's when I had that experience, that memory of my mother telling me that story of Adam and Eve, and I had that vision of Venus. And man, what was I going to say about it? Yeah, I can't really remember. But yeah, that really revealed to me that I had issues with the feminine. But just today, no, it was yesterday after my mantra. I was again going into meditation, and I was thinking about Venus. And the minute I thought of Venus, I had a vision of a woman smiling at me really quick, and she was dressed in like a lot of Indian type of an outfit, like that cover of the Jimi Hendrix album, Axis Bold as Love. I don't know if you ever seen that, but she's got a lot of like Indian women behind them. A lot of repetitive women. They're wearing a lot of colorful robes, and they got this headgear on. Well, yeah, I saw a vision of a woman. She just really smiled at me in a really friendly way. And yeah, this is after I had all those memories of this experience with women and that vision of a monster, of a woman turning into a monster. So it's visions letting me know I'm healing myself, learning what the feminine really is, learning how to be in harmony with the universe, you know, because we all have feminine and masculine energies within us. One of the other things that I do before I do the mantra is I do what's called Celestial Qi Gong. This is a practice that I've learned from my teacher, the Thunder Wizard. You could go onto his website, thunderwizard.com. He spells it Thunder Wizard .com, DOTCOM, and he has all these practices of Qigong, free practices on his site that you can do. And these are powerful ways to bring in energy into the body to empower yourself with energy. It really fills you up with energy. I mean, it empowers your aura, and it gets your breath going in a rapid type of a way sometimes because your aura is just expanding so much. You know, so taking a deep breath and holding it for about 3 seconds and breathing out is what really going to help to solidify that energy within your body. And yeah, on his site, I did a testimonial on Qigong. He's got a few other people on there giving their testimonies too on Qigong, on what it does for them, how it empowers them, and I give my own testimony on there too. And I really recommend Qigong as a practice before ritual, because when you do that, you have all this energy in you and you're able to focus it on this mantra. And this is like really sending out a huge signal to the deity and or the planet that you're doing this mantra to, and it's going to really help to connect you with that planet and deity. It's super empowering. It's done wonders for me, just like Qigong has done wonders for me. All these two methods are really empowering. But yeah, this is what I'm offering to people when I give these thunder astrology readings. They're based on Vedic astrology. It's a specific niche of Vedic astrology, which we call thunder astrology. But I give out a mantra to one of the planets that's most beneficial according to your chart. And yeah, doing these practices is really empowering. Really going to help you tap into any psychological barriers that you have, which in turn helps empower you spiritually. Keeps you focused on your right path. You can find your soul's greatest joy. And that's what it's all about when we're here on this planet. We're here to have a human experience and express that soul that's coming out right here. Express it in the human way. And yeah, if y'all interested in getting a reading, and I'd love to give you guys one, because this is super empowering stuff. So, talk to you guys again soon. Peace.